job interview question today. Currently, I'm not in a true sales role, more of like client advisory that supports our sales. But one of our practice leaders just a couple weeks ago mentioned that they're looking to grow in the New Jersey market, which is where I'm located. So started talking to him about that. Actually used a lot of the techniques that I've learned here. And, like 6 months ago, I would have been like, "Hey, you're trying to grow. I'm the guy. Here are my skills. Here are my qualifications. When can we start?" But slowed it down. I was like, "Well, what exactly are you looking for? Tell me more. What's the current situation? What's the potential revenue?" So anyway, he's kicking it around with the rest of the leadership team right now. And last time I talked to him, he said they should know more by Friday this week.
Okay.
So my question for you is, I put together an email that you suggest, current situation, capabilities needed, proposed next steps. And my question is, do I send that now, knowing what I know about the situation now, or do I wait till maybe I have a couple interviews and get to dig a little deeper and learn a little bit more and then send that email?
I don't hate sending it now. What I would do though is I would hold off on that and lock in does it make sense for us to schedule the interview, right? When you have the interview, I know, are these going to be face-to-face or are these online?
It could be either.
Okay. If it's face-to-face, I want you to make some binders, okay? Little half-inch, quarter-inch binders, okay? In the binder, you're on the cover page, you're going to have your current situation, capabilities needed, next steps, okay? Your hypothesis on the market, what's needed in that role, okay? And then in terms of talking about yourself, based on everything laid out here, I have the exact skill set to get this New Jersey market up to speed, ahead of schedule, right? Bump, all of that. And then you're going to put notes in the binder, just little lines. If you really want to jazz it up, put the logo of the company up in the top. You're going to slide a pin in the binder, okay? Why are you doing this? You're going to have one printed out for yourself. If you're meeting with 3 people, you're going to have 4 others in case they bring somebody into the room. I know it's overkill. I've never not gotten a job my entire life doing this. You're going to hand everybody a binder. Okay, so now you're in control. By the way, you just took control of the meeting without them even knowing it. You're going to open the binder. Hey guys, before we get started, I want to just kind of go through my understanding of the current situation with this role, what's needed with the New Jersey territory, and next steps. But before we do that, what's the most important thing that you guys want to accomplish? Okay, as they talk, you're going to open to your note page and you're going to take notes. All right, so that document, the reason why I wouldn't send it out ahead of time is that document becomes a really clear guiding light. And by the way, guys, it's a job interview question, but what do you guys do for a living? Everybody's like, "I'm in sales." I'm like, no, you interview for jobs on behalf of your company. You are the face of your company. That's your job. I can't believe it when salespeople are like, "I hate going to interviews." I'm like, so what do you do all day for your job? Well, I go sell. No, you interview. So you're going to take control of the situation by using that document. Don't talk about your experience unless they ask you. Don't talk about you started in Subway back in 1998 or whatever it was. Stay on point with what they need. Now, if they ask you, well, can you give me an idea, talk to me a little bit about your background? Absolutely happy to do that. In terms of the situation, what exactly were you looking for in my background? Well, walk me through a scenario where you dealt with a quota before. Absolutely, happy to do it. My current role right now, right? Keep the conversation focused on that thing, on that document, on their current situation, what they need with the role. Okay, now you have to have the guts in the job interview to go for the close. 98% of salespeople don't try and close the deal in a job interview, which tells me they're not doing that in their job either. Amazing, right? You work in sales, you don't go for the close. Going for the close in a job interview sounds like this. Does it make sense to put me in the role? Does it make sense for me to get started? Does it make sense for me to take over the territory? I'm fine with any of those. Yeah, congratulations, you made a great decision. What are good next steps for me, right? Well, we'll get you in touch with Patty and HR. Welcome aboard. Awesome, right? Does it make sense to put me in the role? Does it make sense for me to take over the territory? No, not right now. Got it, what's a good next step? We need to look at 3 other candidates. Makes perfect sense. What's a good next step for me? Well, we're going to look at those 3 candidates. We've got interviews set up over the next 2 weeks, so we'll get back to you. Outstanding. Still, set a next step for yourself then at that point.
Hey, Matt, this is John.
Yeah, hold on one second, John. Set a next step at that point. Outstanding. I will call you next, maybe 2 weeks, I'll call you 3 weeks from today if I haven't heard back from you, or whatever it is. I'll call you 15 days from today if I haven't heard back from you before then. Fair enough?